I remember being 6 years old and all of the kids were outside playing on the block, and I asked my mother if I could go outside and play, and she said, yes, you can go outside and play, but first you have to sit here at the table and read this book to me while I prepare dinner. And I read the book, and then she said, that was great, read me another book. And so from a very early age, it was always stressed that education was the key to everything. My area of expertise in public health is bioterrorism and disaster preparedness and response. Two of my most harrowing experiences were being the lead public health official for Chicago's response to the H1N1 outbreak, as well as being the lead public health official in response to the Ebola outbreak in 2014. And my job was to mobilize my team, figure out how we were going to address the event in a way that preserved life, preserved our economic conditions, and ensured that every resident and every visitor to Chicago had the resources and the tools that they needed to survive. It was critically important that we had the relationships with the other first responders, because a disaster or an emergency is not the time to be passing out business cards. So as much as we can do as professionals to build relationships and collaborate with partners and stakeholders, really, I believe, serves us well in the long run. I currently serve as CEO and Executive Director of the Illinois Medical District. The IMD, as we call it, is a 560-acre special use zoning district. We are charged with creating and sustaining a hub that is devoted to healthcare, health education, biotechnology, technology innovation, and economic development and growth. I see the IMD as the home to the next big life sciences and biotechnology innovation district here in the United States. And I also see the district as an environment where everyone can thrive, a welcoming place where they can not only receive their health care, but also have access to other resources that makes their quality of life just as great as my quality of life or anyone else's quality of life. Chicago is home to some of the most world-class healthcare institutions that are available to anyone. Yet there are so many people living in Chicago communities who still suffer from some of the greatest health disparities that we've ever seen. And I think the key is investment in neighborhoods, economic development, and giving people access to things such as education and employment. Because let's face it, speaking from a woman's perspective, if a mother is worried about how she's going to put food on the table or pay her bills, she's not going to be that concerned about going to her next doctor's appointment. I think it's very important for students to be educated in the STEM fields, and particularly girls, because science and technology, engineering and math, or in other words, the STEM fields, really can give a young person critical and analytical thinking skills at a level that you don't quite get in other areas of study. And I believe that as women, we often find ourselves in situations where we are the trailblazers, and I'm okay with that. For me, I use that as an opportunity to show other young women and young girls that as long as you work hard and you get a great education and you are serious and steadfast in your pursuit of your professional goals, that you can do it. And if you are the only woman in the room, that's okay. Do your thing.